As some of you may have seen recently, we just designed a new RV floor plan with Grand Design, which means we're going to be moving into that soon.
We're really excited about it, but we're a little bit sad too, because that means that we are getting rid of this thing, the OG, the original RV that started it all.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a look back on the last 5 years that we've been living in this 397 TH, and we're going to talk about some of our favorite and least favorite locations, motorcycle rides, upgrades, what else?
Yeah, just all the stuff that we've learned in the last 5 years. We're going to kind of jam it into maybe a quick little video and say goodbye to our good friend who's actually kind of sad.
It is sad.
Yeah, let's go inside before I cry.
You've been with me all along, always on my side. You've never gone. You've been with me all along, and you've been holding on for so long. Where others would be gone, you stayed with me all along.
As Chad's getting the camera set up inside, why don't I show you how empty it is in here? It's so empty. Look at it.
Still have some stuff to take off the walls, but that's about
it.
it. It's been cleaned and everything.
I don't know why he sounds so surprised that it's clean. Look at that. The storage area is empty.
It's an actual shower.
Yeah. Isn't it sad? You done crying? It's funny because we are at our cabin, and when we moved all of our stuff out of the RV and we moved into the cabin, occasionally we would look across the yard and we'd look at the poor little RV all lonely.
I did not expect to feel sentimental about an RV.
But this is the RV that really, you know, this RV changed our lives. We've had so many great experiences in it. We've been in it for almost 5 years. Like almost exactly, because it was December of 2017.
I thank you. You never put me in the rear view, and I wouldn't be the same without you.
Heading to our new RV. Ah!
There it is.
There's our beauty. Oh, and we've got a bow on it.
Nice.
Whoop, whoop.
And we have made so many memories in this and launched our channel.
We've since uploaded 250 videos.
Over 45,000 miles, 198 stops, and 32 states. So we've been around in the last 5 years.
But
and
we
it's been
still
very
have
exciting.
a lot of places to see.
That's right.
So that's really cool, and we can't wait to do it in our new 410. And we're really excited for whoever out there decides to make this 397 your home.
So let's start out with our favorite location that we've been to in the last 5 years. What was your favorite location?
There's really way too many, I think, to pick just one.
Give me your top two.
But Zion was phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
I could have done without the crowds, but there's nothing we could do about that except go a different time of year.
You also almost died.
Oh, ow, ow. Help. You okay? This is gonna really be a bad thing. I try not to really focus on that part, but we had a great time because Megan and Madison, Chad's daughters, came out and we had a blast. Gosh, and of course Glacier, which is still probably right up there at the top because it's just unbelievable, gorgeous.
Yeah, it's just so awe-inspiring. Glacier is one of my favorites. In fact, when people ask us out and about, that's easily my number one.
It is, but there's so many other places that are just as breathtaking in that you look around and you can't believe that you are in and surrounded by this beauty. It's just crazy. Like Utah, pretty much all of Utah.
Yeah, Moab was amazing.
Marvelous.
Arches is incredible.
We love everything in Colorado that we've seen so far. I mean, gosh, and And that's just west. We love Maine and the New England states.
Acadia National Park was fantastic both times.
Yeah. I mean,
the lobster's amazing.
I mean, and then everything in between. I mean, we've been able to find really like great things in every location, even if the location itself isn't necessarily one of our favorites, which kind of leads me to what's your least favorite location?
Our least favorite location? Well, definitely the first thing that comes to mind was our Vegas. Now, nothing wrong with Vegas itself. In fact, I've had a blast in Vegas before, but we went there in the summer and it was 120 degrees.
Okay, wait. Before you guys start commenting, well, that's your own fault for going in the summer.
Yeah.
We know that, but we had to for some work commitments. So, you know, that wasn't our choice. I don't think that we would have done that had we not had some commitments. So we understand that you don't want to go to Vegas in the middle of the summer.
Yeah.
But that location was miserable for us. And then, I'm going to get in trouble. Now.
Are you going to say what I think you're going to say?
Well, we got a lot of heat for this, and I understand why, because people take pride in where they're from and the states that they're from. And it doesn't mean that we don't like all of New Mexico, because there's some fabulous places in New Mexico.
The Balloon Fiesta was in New Mexico. Albuquerque is incredible.
Oh, man. And just for us, gosh, I'm afraid to say this because I'm going to get...
Southern New Mexico was just flat and dry. And it might have been the time of year we were there. It was windy. It was dusty.
However, we still had a blast, and we saw some cool stuff. We went to White Sands.
Where do you want to go?
And we hung out with some friends of ours, Ron and Cindy Lou, and we went to, what was it? Was it Carlsbad Caverns?
Carlsbad Caverns is in New Mexico.
Carlsbad Caverns was there. We're still going to find the good things that we can find to do, and we still did that. Should we go ahead and talk about our scariest time in the RV?
I know what my scariest time was. You weren't there. What was your scariest time?
Probably the tire blowout, I would say.
Oh, yeah, right on the side of the highway.
Well,
there.
highway in Massachusetts, and I mean, it happened so suddenly. But yeah, I mean, we haven't had a lot of scary things.
Not scary. I mean, there was one time, and this wasn't in the video because I wasn't really filming at the time, but I went to a buddy's house. Long story short, I had the RV in a ditch. Like, it was way over like this, and I had to just gun it in reverse and get it out of that ditch, and it was a horrifying experience. Looking back, I really wish I would have at least popped my phone out to take some pictures of that, but Frank, your house cannot have a large RV, just so you know.
I think for me, some of my scariest times being in the RV is with storms. I don't like scary storms in an RV. Bad thunderstorms, or, you know, the potential for tornadoes, things like that.
Tornadoes are scary.
Just scare the living daylights out of me, man. and it always happens at like 2, 3 in the morning.
It's 3:37 in the morning. Storms like this are probably my least favorite part of living in a home.
And along that note, whenever you check into a new place, particularly if it's in the spring when you're getting a lot of storms, note where the nearest shelter is. It's usually going to be like a campground bathroom or something like that, and have your bingo bag ready.
Yep, and we have a weather radio inside the RV. We also have a portable one in the truck. Unrelated to anything scary, it's just something random, but something that we found very, very surprising when it comes to like being inside the RV is command strips did not fail us at all in 5 years.
We hang like everything with these.
We hung everything.
This sign, heavy wood, solid, was above our door for 5 years solid. It only came down when I pulled it down. I pulled the command strips off. There's no damage.
And
amazing.
And guess what else, command strip wise, stayed up for 5 years? Our shower hooks.
Oh yeah.
I mean, of all things, you don't expect a shower hook to stay put, but those command strip hooks inside the shower that are made to be inside the shower have been up and are still up. And so
they're going to go with the RV too.
Yeah.
Why take them down?
Right. We've had some people say to us, we have no luck with command strips. I don't know I don't know why.
You know, we'll have different types of wallpaper
Yeah.
or stuff in the new RV, so we'll try it out in the new RV and we'll let you know how it does.
Yeah, hopefully it's still the same.
Hope so.
Because I got some cool things to hang on the wall and I can't wait to show you. Ouch.
That's the bad part of the
Yeah.
command strips is to take them off properly. You have to snap your hand.
Oh, I'm scared. Ow, gosh darn it. Ow.
I'm just standing there watching you.
You can do the rest of them.
Ow! God, it just hit you right in the thumb. Some other quick changes that we've made to the RV that were some of our favorites over the years. I know for me, one of my favorites is the mattress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the RV mattress that comes with it is like, meh.
Our mattresses are from Mattress Insider. We will put a link in the description below because we do have a discount code. And we actually bought a queen size mattress from Mattress Insider as well for the guest bedroom.
Yeah, we've got 2 of them and they've been great.
A guest bedroom slash garage slash office,
office.
which is another one of our favorite add-ons or changes that we made, which is the desks. So you took out the Happy Jack benches back there. Most of you know this already, but that's our office.
Yeah, and replacing those with desks was really pretty easy because the arms are already there. Just took the Happy Jack benches off, put desks in, and now we've got a sit-stand desk that we can take all the way out of the way to load up the motorcycle.
Yep, and we'll be doing it again in the 410.
Speaking of favorite places, you know that we ride our motorcycle in a lot of these. So what was your favorite motorcycle ride out of all these?
Well, I mean, we always say Glacier's going to the Sun Road, and that is unbelievable. I mean, to see it on a motorcycle, oh man, I mean, that is just spectacular. We've been on so many fabulous rides, like $1 Million Highway and Mount Washington in New Hampshire was fabulous. Like, there's just so many.
Tail of the Dragon was awesome.
Tail of the Dragon. Gosh, I mean, there's just so
There's just a
many.
bunch, and out west in Utah and up in Montana is just amazing.
Trail Ridge Road in Rocky Mountain National Park, that was phenomenal.
We've also been on a lot of adventures, like going 4-wheeling and stuff.
Yes,
I think my favorite 4-wheeling location was Moab.
for sure.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
That was our first time going 4-wheeling together, and I don't know, I think we got spoiled doing that the first time because nothing else compares.
We've been on other 4-wheel adventures, and it's kind of like, well, it's no Moab, so we got to go back there and do that again.
I know.
Maybe take some other trails. That was so much fun.
That was so much fun. We've also been on some awesome adventures and tours and things like that. Like the Zion helicopter tours where we landed on a private butte and had champagne.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That was so cool.
I think also along the flying route, I think a lot of these are flying, but we took the seaplane to the dry Tortugas. That was cool.
Fabulous, fabulous memory. I highly encourage any of you, if you're thinking about it, yes, it's expensive, but take the seaplane. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Take that seaplane out there. Avoid being on the ferry for 5 hours or something like that. Yeah, it is phenomenal.
Also, that biplane ride that we did in Acadia, that was cool.
Oh, yeah, that was cool. And again, you're right, they're all air tours, but the helicopter tour at the Grand Canyon, when the bottom just basically drops out on us, oh, man. So cool. Let's go do it again. This doesn't necessarily count as a tour, but more of
Adventure.
an adventure. When we went to the Balloon Fiesta last year in Albuquerque, those memories will last forever.
Yeah, we got to do a splash and dash in the Rio Grande.
Tom, this is awesome. Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is cool.
There's water on the
I know.
ground. Oh my gosh. Woohoo! Our pilot's awesome!
With our friend / pilot Tom.
Yep, and Tom and his crew just took great care of us all week long. We got to do some crewing, we got to go up in the balloon, and it was just fantastic.
What about our most difficult or, I don't know, thing about RVing that may be different or gross?
Like RV chore type of thing?
Yeah, things you
Or
got to
like
do living in an RV that you don't have to do in a house.
Like-
I know for one, I have personally dumped 5 years of poop from 2 people, 365 days a year.
I think the worst part about, let's say, black tank toilet stuff when it comes to RVing is the tube of the toilet.
Poop tube. You know what's weird about that though, and I'll be curious about it in our new RV, is we didn't have a lot of buildup in that tube. I think like the first year or two, it just kind of started to happen.
Oh my gosh!
Over time, it gets built up and it's gross and it's slimy and it's smelly. And since we've been taking a little break and spending time in the cabin, I noticed just yesterday, I said to you, you know, I haven't had to say, oh, the toilet smells.
Yeah. Sometimes you'll just be laying in bed and be like, oh, it's time. You've got travel days, right?
That's really my least favorite part. And I know that some of you love the days where you're traveling and you make an adventure out of it. And I'm envious of you for that. But with all of my illnesses and, you know, the aches and pains in my body, travel days are tough.
And we just want to get from point A to point B, get set up. And that breakdown and setup part is laborious, but it's worth it to be able to take our home everywhere we go.
Okay, let's get into talking about our favorite and least favorite factory upgrades.
Yeah, when we ordered this RV, you know, we did it online and checked the boxes and everything, and we pretty much added everything. Dual pane windows, love them.
Yes.
Absolutely. We have never had any condensation on the inside of our windows, never had any fog or anything.
Right. I really do feel like having dual pane windows has helped our furniture stay intact as well. You see online with the Thomas Paine stuff sometimes that people have really bad like flaking of the pleather, and ours look just as good as they did on day one. And I think it's dual pane windows maybe.
I think it's a big part of it anyway. It might also be the fact that we've never stored this RV, so it's always been climate controlled in here, so that probably helps also.
For sure. All right, you guys, something else that we absolutely love and are getting again is heat pump. And 3 ACs.
Absolutely. You're going to want as many ACs as your RV can hold. It's going to be usually 3 max unless you're like in a Prevost with 5 ACs or something. But if you get that third AC option for like the garage, do it. The heat pump option on the main AC, do it. It's so much better to be able to turn on electrical heat.
Electrified.
Versus using your propane. You don't want to use your propane until you really need it, like down in the 30s. Why not use the RV park electricity? Because it's usually included in your price.
And a lot of times when it's really, really cold, we have to run them both.
Oh yeah.
So,
and most of your systems will kick on the furnace on top of the heat pump if the heat pump's not kicking on or keeping up.
And then another favorite upgrade that we ordered was full body paint. It just looks really cool, and I think that it helps with resale value, and I think that it just keeps your RV looking really good over the years.
Yeah, and we're going to have that on the new RV, and that's certainly debatable. There's no real value other than aesthetics and maybe resale value.
It doesn't make life more comfortable or easier or anything like that.
Also in our upgrades list from the factory, the awning on the back here. So we've got 4 awnings total. Also in the back there, we got the 3-season doors and of course the patio and rails and all that. That's been great.
Slide toppers.
Oh, slide toppers. We would not be without those. Never had to sweep off a slide topper or a slide. Slide topper, stop stuff getting the slide.
You guys want to know what our least favorite factory upgrades are?
Ooh, definitely those momentum stairs.
Yeah, I think some of you really get a lot of use out of them. Maybe if you have kids and they're frequently playing out there or something. But for us, we did not use them. They were very bulky. They did nothing but take up space, and they ended up in our storage unit for 4 years.
So if you're not sure what we're talking about the stairs that let you connect to the deck on the back and go off the back. Some of them I think go off the side, but yeah, they don't fold. They're just huge and bulky and cumbersome. So it went into storage 5 years ago and just came out.
That's right. And also, speaking of bulky and cumbersome, were those zero gravity momentum chairs that we ordered. They seem like good enough chairs, but they're
just too big.
They're just too big. They took up too much space. We never got them out because they're heavy and bulky. So for us, we don't need those.
Great chairs, but not great for traveling, I don't think. So let's talk about non-factory upgrades.
Ooh,
I know my favorite. It's probably the same as yours. What's yours?
Is it the Morai
Yeah.
independent suspension? Yes, for sure.
Yeah, and I think that's Daisy's favorite too.
Yeah.
The Moride independent suspension has been amazing. That plus the disc brakes. Oh my gosh, once we got those disc brakes, I felt so much more confident
Yeah.
coming off like the interstate and, you know, slowing down into rest areas or an exit. You just feel a lot more comfortable because I know if I slam on those brakes, I got 10 disc brakes locking up.
Yeah. And our Momentum 410 just got the IS installed, and we're getting closer and closer to being able to pick it up. So we're super excited. But another one of our favorite upgrades from Moride actually is those cargo trays, those slide trays.
Oh, yeah.
Fabulous.
I changed my mind. That's my favorite.
Is that your favorite?
Yeah, you know, I forgot about that because they're just so much a part of our RV life and existence once you
Yeah.
get them and get used to them. We've got our Blackstone on this, so that is really convenient to slide it out, hook it up, cook, close it up,
Yep.
put it away.
Something else we are adding to the 410 as well.
Absolutely.
For
We love
sure.
our slide trays.
Yes. One thing that was really important to me was making sure that we had good, clean water. Over the years, it's really obvious that a lot of campgrounds have really bad water. And for me, I already have a lot of heavy metal toxicity in my system. I don't need any more metals. So our water filtration system was definitely important.
That's been really good. That Clear Source triple filter system has been great. Also, let's not forget like the big project that I did.
I know.
The solar and inverter and batteries, and that was over a couple of videos and huge project. My first time ever doing solar and batteries and all that good stuff. And I'm really proud with the end result. And somebody's going to get a nice off-grid system because we've got 12 kilowatt hours of battery, 2,000 watts of solar. So we're super excited about that, and it's been great.
Yeah. And of course, we really liked all of the safety upgrades too. Of course, the TPMS and all of that you put it built
All
into
the fire
tire.
suppression, that made us feel a lot better. You know, we've got the propane fire suppression, which we're going to probably do on the new RV also.
Yeah.
I added fire extinguishers all over the place. I want quick access to a fire extinguisher if we have a problem. I don't want to be trying to get inside and get that tiny little thing they put in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Because that's all they really include is one fire extinguisher.
Yeah,
So,
and that won't
yeah.
do much for you. If you guys have any ideas of maybe anything new and exciting for safety, you know, fire prevention, that sort of thing, just let us know in the comments below and maybe we'll try it out. We're going to try out the Volta system this time around instead.
I'm excited.
So that'll be cool.
Yeah.
And you have a whole bunch of new set of toys to play with.
All kinds of new stuff. I'm going to have a blank slate. So a lot of these projects that we've done and shared, we're going to take that knowledge, build on it, and do it again, and maybe even make it better, and maybe get into some of the questions you had along the first round.
That's cool.
It's going to be fun. What's your least favorite thing
Gosh.
about the RV itself?
You know, there are two things that are sort of the same, but it's how small our bathroom is and really the lack of living space, because as a lot of you know, toy haulers are difficult. They're really hard to get a really big living space and still have that big full garage that we require and that we want. There are some great options like the 376 that has the huge front living room, but it has just a toy box, and we really have become really attached and must have the office back there.
We like
So-
sitting down at a desk with our big monitors.
Yeah.
Plus we have old eyes, so big monitors help.
Yeah, but really, that's why all these changes in this new floor plan, that's where they came from. Were like what frustrated us about it. And all in all, it didn't really frustrate me that much, but it became something that I was like, man, I wish I had a little bit more seating space when we had people over.
Yeah, it's gonna
or
be nice.
gosh, I am so tired of having to stick my head out into the little hall area to dry my hair. You know, little things like that. So those are probably my two least favorite.
One of my least favorite things that we're also remedying in the new 410, this guy right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's been okay, and it's been nice to be able to run the fridge on propane when we need to. We haven't boondocked a lot. I hope we get to do a little bit more of it in the new one with the Volta system.
It's not because we couldn't, we just didn't.
For us, we like to have places booked where we know we're going to fit. We'll go back to some places that we found last year, I think, to boondock and do more of that
If you have some favorite boondocking spots
for large rigs.
for large rigs,
And if
let
you
us
don't-
know.
And if you don't want us to share that location, we can do that.
Right.
But the RV fridge, if you have one, you know. It's okay.
Just hard to keep the temperatures right. If the freezer's nice and cold enough, then the fridge is too cold, or the other way around. It's sort of always a pain in the butt.
Yeah. If we were going to be keeping this RV, one thing that I looked into, we haven't done it obviously, was the JC refrigeration upgrades. They can turn one of these fridges into a regular compressor fridge and it works a lot better. So we've heard. We haven't actually done it.
There are a few other little things that I think bothered both of us about the RV. Things like they've remedied, like the carpet on the slide here. They're not doing that anymore, so that's cool. That silly closet door that I always fought with.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the closet door, because the RV moves and shifts as you're rolling, the little track thing that's like this gets out of whack.
I don't want to break it. If anybody breaks it, I'd rather it be you. What's your favorite part of this RV?
That you're in it.
Me?
My favorite part of this RV, one of the favorites, I think, is what we call the trifecta access while on the road. It's difficult to find one that has all three. What I'm talking about here is being able to access the refrigerator, the bathroom, and the bedroom on the road with all the slides in. And we can do that in this one, and that's rare. Our new RV is going to have a difecta. It's going to have two of those. We're not going to have fridge access, so we're going to work out a way to deal with that.
And it may become something that really bothers us, or something that we're like, this is no big deal. What we've learned over the past 5 years is the most important thing is having access to our own bathroom on travel days.
Yeah.
That's key.
Yeah.
We can pack a cooler or something like that with snacks, so that's not as big of a deal.
Yeah. Usually we put out the passenger side campsite slide when we pull over for lunch, and that's going to have the fridge on it, so we'll be okay.
Yeah, I think so too. My favorite part really is I really grew to love having a whole separate office workspace back there. And the fact that we can also have our guests in there and they can have their privacy. They can at least have their own toilet and their own sink and shut the door like when his daughters come to stay, so they have their privacy. I love that space back there because it's so versatile, and I love that there's sort of three separate areas in our RV. There's like the master wing up there, the living kitchen room, and then the office.
Yeah, that separation is nice because you close that door, you've got this buffer in between. One thing I think we're going to try to also fix on the new RV is the stability and shaking. Because when we do have guests back there, there are no stabilizers on the very back of the RV. They really can't put them back there because it would be too low and they would drag and get ripped off and everything. But we're going to look into some solutions for that and see if we can get some stabilizers on the back. Because we saw one at the RV show and it really, really stabilized it a lot.
My most favorite thing about this RV was I always felt safe in it, except for storms. But I felt like it was reliable. I trusted it, if that makes any sense.
It felt like home.
It was our home. It still is our home right now. It took us to so many cool places. It was the start of just this whole new era for us, and it was the start of our channel, and it was the start of great friendships and partnerships.
Yeah.
And gosh darn it, I'm gonna cry.
Stop it. You're getting me choked up.
We do know that there are so many exciting things to come, and new adventures and new friendships to be made and new places to see. It's overwhelming that we've had this opportunity to design a new floor plan with Grand Design, and as sad as it is to say goodbye to what's been our home for 5 years, we're still really, really excited.
You like it?
So excited!
Do it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited!
This is exciting. And we're also super thankful for you guys, because being able to share all of this with you has been great. It's given us a kind of a new purpose in both our job and life kind of mix, because it's weird now, right? Our jobs and everything are all woven together. This is just going to be phase 2 of the new era and changing lanes and all that good stuff.
Yeah. We are about to say goodbye to our 397 in just a matter of days. Love you guys. Both of you.
You've been with me all along, long, long, long. Oh, it's fun. My side, you've never gone. You've been with me all along.
That's it, guys. That's the last of the lights and everything. That's real sad.
You stay
probably will be my last time in this RV. It's weird, man. It's really weird. This has brought so much joy. Fine, I'm getting choked up. Gotta go. There she goes off into the sunset. Oh my gosh, this is sad.
You've been with me all along, long, long, long.